Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode on Jen's on the Reel. I'm Jen.
And I'm Jen.
So before we get started, please make sure to hit subscribe and like us and comment and do all that fun stuff that everyone always asks you to do on YouTube and everywhere else, because we want to know that people are listening to us, which apparently they are from what I'm hearing out there. So
Didn't
thank
you just
you
have
guys.
An incident at the arts festival or something like that?
Yes. Somebody was like, "Oh my God, I watch your podcast. You're so funny." I was like, "Oh my God, people are watching." And I was like, "I don't know if that's good or bad."
Depends what they're seeing. You know, your likes and your subscriptions really help catapult this podcast. If you really like what we're doing and how we're going about life and talking about things, you know, we could really use your support. So thank you so much for tuning in.
Yes, thank you. And we love the comments, whether they're positive or negative. So just bring it on, which now takes us to our episode.
Yes. So lately we've been getting some heat. And what we have to say is bring in the heat because we're excited. We're excited that you guys are commenting. I will say that some of the heat is unnecessary.
I mean, listen, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, and you live in the beautiful United States of America, and you're allowed to express that. But
Sometimes it's too much.
no. It's not what you say. It's how you say it. Even in
Or
typing.
why you say it.
Or even in typing. Because you can get your opinion across without being such a bitch. Just saying.
You know, I've noticed that, and this is like, if you go in any comment or any post, you look at the comments. First of all, if it's a really interesting post, people are going to go straight to the comments.
I love the comments.
You know, I go straight to the comment section. But there are certain occasions where it's like people just want to say some negative stuff about people. And let me tell you, negative publicity is still good publicity, especially if you're trying to get attention. You know, there are people out there that truly put themselves in a very weird predicament or kind of embarrass themselves and still get a lot of publicity.
Well, because there's a lot of people that have attention-seeking behavior.
Yeah.
That's a big thing nowadays. And I think social media has made that more prominent because of you have the ability and you have a platform now where everybody could be like, look at me, you know?
Yeah, they're definitely posting things that you don't know if they're posting because they want real feedback or if they're posting because they just want validation.
Right. I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I don't think you get the same with everyone. And I just feel like some people fall for the trap because there's a lot of bots
Yeah.
that are doing negative things on purpose to start the fighting.
Yep,
You know what I
yep.
mean? And people fall for it all the time.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I can kind of tell now. Because when I go into the comment section, which I do very often because it's very, very
The
entertaining.
comments are funny. People just go in there on purpose to do
Yeah, a lot of
jokes.
people I know just go into the comments, not to comment, just to see
And to
what
eavesdrop.
all these people are saying. And I'm not going to lie, I laugh my ass off.
Yes, me too.
Because I see these people bickering and fighting. I'm like, who cares?
Yep.
You know, like whatever. But I get it, you know. You have something to say, you want to say it. There's times that I want to say a lot of stuff and I have to hold back.
And you hold back because you don't know. You know, the other day I actually made a comment on a post, and it was a post of somebody that was going to be arrested by ICE, and the gentleman was speaking in a he had a specific dialect in his tone, like an accent, right? And he goes, I'm Puerto Rican, and I was like, and all I wrote was, he is not Puerto Rican, you know, because
He was trying to fake a Puerto Rican accent.
yes, and then they just let him go, you know, and it worked, which is fine. I mean, whatever. I have no hate for the guy. I just made a simple comment, and oh my gosh, what was that for? I had comment after comment after comment of people just, how do you even know he's Puerto Rican? You're so racist. Do you even know Spanish? And like a whole bunch of random stuff. I'm like, people, who are you?
Well, why are people so crazy,
Why
man?
do you even freaking care?
Like, who cares? Like, there's who knows, trillions, billions of people out there. Why do you care what little old me says or what little old her said?
And
like,
why
who cares?
interpret it negatively?
Okay, 'cause
Like,
that's another thing. Things get lost in the interpretation. Like text messages, the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I don't like your tone. What tone?
Yeah.
You can't even hear my tone.
Yeah.
You know, I did a comment once, Margot Robbie. She was pregnant. I said, women are beautiful pregnant. Dude, like weeks had passed and I was still getting notification on people commenting positive stuff, but dude, negative stuff. Like
what do you have negative to? Why?
But poor she's pregnant. Women, I think women are beautiful pregnant.
You're entitled to your opinion.
You know what I
Why
mean?
are
If
you
you
knocking
don't-
down somebody else's opinion?
And
Just say
first of
your
all,
opinion.
If you have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all.
Yeah.
What happened to that rule?
Yeah, that rule
went out the
doesn't exist
window.
right
That
now
went out the
because,
window.
the First Amendment, right? So we can say whatever we want
Which,
and
no,
we're not
which
going
you
to have any
can.
repercussions.
Don't get me wrong. You can say what free
But
speech.
that's what they're
You can
holding
say-
on to.
But here's the thing. It's okay to disagree with somebody.
Yes.
You don't have to agree with them. My problem is you have to disagree properly.
Yeah.
Without disrespecting the other person, without insulting. You can agree to disagree. That's what people do in politics. They debate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can.
Well, that's what they're supposed to
Well,
be.
they're supposed to do it. But you know what I mean? It's okay to disagree and have your opinion, but you don't have to call that person stupid or what a whore or whatever the hell you want to call them. She's so stupid. Like, why? Like, there's a lot of stuff that goes on out there that I don't agree with. And I think it's just funny as shit how
Yeah.
people get mad at it.
Yeah.
Like, all the Karens with the ice,
Okay, so I was just going to say that. Okay, so, occasionally we use the concept of Karen just because it relates to a certain type of personality, right?
Not really you, Karen. Not you.
And I don't know where this Karen situation came up.
I heard the new name is Jessica.
Oh, yeah. Well, whatever it is. But, there are some people out there that are just complaining for no damn freaking reason, and that all they want to do is go in there and complain. And again, thank you. If you want to complain about anything we're saying, by all means, give us more views. But nonetheless, it's like, it's unnecessary. Like, what are you doing to yourself?
But thank you for the comments.
Yeah.
Because I love the comments. Every time they something, especially political or ICE related or whatever, you go in the comments and man,
ICE is
people are
such a
going
big
off,
deal.
and it's so funny how they fight with each other.
Yeah.
It's like popcorn. They're like fighting and bickering. You're like, oh my god. It's like literally, I don't have to watch TV. I could just get on my
You
phone.
just go in there and look at the comments.
So funny.
Yeah.
And people really get like upset.
Yeah. There's
No, and then there's some people that go beyond the comments.
Yeah.
And do videos. Bro, come on now. Jesus Christ.
It's again, is it just looking for attention? Do you just need validation? Are you that lonely? Like, really, if you're in that space, then maybe you should seek some
Like,
therapy.
honestly, I don't got time for that.
No.
Like, I got time to look and read your comments, though. I got time for that.
Yeah, well, that keeps your day super bright.
But negative feedback is in different ways, not just social media.
Yeah.
So if you have a business, you can get negative feedback.
Yeah.
Like Yelp is, I know that I Yelp.
Yeah.
I'm a Yelper.
Really?
Yeah. I do reviews sometimes, but I don't just do negative reviews. I'm not gonna lie, most of them are good reviews. Because that's another thing.
Or
A
at
lot of
least you
people
take the time to put in positive
well,
reviews.
sometimes it
I
depends,
only put out negative
But
reviews.
it depends. If you really piss me off, I might put a negative.
I got
review.
mad at Soothe, the app.
Yeah. So it depends. Like you're entitled to your own opinion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But I feel like now I forgot where I was going with this. The food thing. Yelp.
Negative feedback on a business.
Okay, okay, right. Negative feedback on a business. You have to reply to that.
Yeah.
Because even us, we've had negative feedback before.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like, I've gone, like, again, when I do negative feedbacks, for instance, if it's a Valentine's Day and the restaurant had horrible service or something, I'm not going to put negative feedback because obviously everybody has a bad day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's important that business owners, whenever you do get a negative feedback, you should respond to it.
Yeah.
Because first of all, it's not always what it seems
Yeah.
to that person, and you can actually correct that negative feedback by explaining, okay, this is what happened, blah 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 blah.
It's basically like positive criticism, so, or maybe not positive, but it's criticism in general, and definitely helps you kind of pivot. And as much as we joke around and we say, oh yeah, bring in the heat, whatever, we're down for the negative comments. Essentially, it gives us a platform to really, pivot if we have to, based on the way we're addressing certain things. So, we don't take it for granted. I will say that in certain occasions, it just gets a little overboard, that there are people, like I saw this skit with Key and Peele? Is that their name? So basically,
Is that the Saturday Night Live guy? No.
There's two of them. They always do little skits
Yeah.
about
Oh my
different
God, I
things.
know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like
funny.
Yeah, the girl had like drank from the cup, and then she bitched at the waiter because the cup had lipstick, but it was her
lipstick.
You know what I mean, and stuff like that. Like some people are just really, really bad.
Yes. There's some people that are just a pain in the ass. That's what you want to say. They're a pain.
100%. You know, another thing that I really
Oh, wait, like those people that always call the manager at a restaurant.
Yes.
Get me the manager.
yeah.
My mother-in-law was like that.
No way.
Every time we went up, but we got something for free.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously and then I think that's the problem.
I think that's
We're validating the problem.
We're enabling them.
We're enabling it. That's what it is, And so the more granted, you want to take care of people, but some people take it overboard, and it's
Yeah,
not
I mean,
real.
I'm big on customer service, hence I'm entitled. So we're all about service.
Yep.
And I think customer service has been lost a little,
Yeah.
like the last decade or so. But you have to, I feel customer service and respect. Like people aren't respecting other people.
Respect is.
Like respect is gone. Like people are just insulting each other.
There's no hierarchy level of respect, Like
people are like literally. I mean, everybody. Don't get me wrong. Everybody's brave on social media.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're so stupid. But say it to my face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's interesting. There's been people that go on social media saying a whole bunch of random stuff that they shouldn't. Specifically now, there's a lot of ICE controversy. Or people wishing harm on or
Oh my God, yes. People are like saying, "Oh, I wish I died" or whatever. I'm like, people are actually
wishing harm on others.
bad on other human beings.
And thinking there's no repercussions. Some employers actually do not accept you doing those things on social media.
No, okay. So, and I feel like that's so. First of all, putting it out there, like I feel like they lose all consciousness that they're so busy commenting that they don't realize that the person that they're commenting to is another human being.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes, like, honestly, you don't know what a person is going through. Like, I spoke to somebody just yesterday that they told me, oh, I spoke to, it was another realtor and he told me this and that. And my response to my client was like, okay, why don't we try addressing this tomorrow because maybe he was having a bad day.
Yeah.
And he told me, oh, yeah, apparently he's getting divorced, no sé qué, whatever. The guy had like a list of, I'm like, well, okay, well, that explains a lot. Like, sometimes you can't really take it.
Yeah.
Like, I personally do not take a lot of shit personal. Like, it has to be like really personal for me to take it personal. Like, you could call me stupid, ugly, whatever, and I'll be like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, you can comment. I'm not saying to comment negative stuff on myself, but if you did, I probably wouldn't care. But I don't really
It
do.
takes a
I
strong character
try not
not
to
to
do
feel that.
anything to bring people to have negative comments.
Yeah.
Now, am I going to have an opinion? Yeah. Can you have your opinion? Absolutely. Do we have to have the same opinion? Absolutely
And
not.
can you have a moment? And yes, you can. I will say that you also have to tread lightly even with those moments because you don't, you still have to maintain a parameter, like a line of respect, even when you have your moments. And I think if you keep respecting your mind, although you might have a bad situation, things just didn't work out a certain type of way. If you keep respect, it works in your favor. One thing that I feel like people are doing now a lot is when people do well, or it's been happening forever. And when people do well, they get a lot of hate or heat, or people are trying to take them down, or, it's like, oh, they can't, we don't like what you're saying, even though so many other people like what they're saying, but it's almost like just finding a reason to take a person down. It's something that's very common now. What happened to us supporting other people and supporting people's efforts?
I'm a big supporter. I'll be your cheerleader any day. I like to see people doing good. I don't like to see people suffering or anything. And I know there's a lot of stuff going on now in our country and all over the world. But I feel like we need more love. And that's why I always say we need God. God needs to come back.
Yeah.
Whatever God you have, you know what I mean? But I feel like, I tell people all the time, you need God in your life. Like, seriously. Like, I believe, I'm a strong believer, you do good, good comes back to you.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Karma is a big,
Right.
It's a big deal.
So it's like, I would never sit there and argue with somebody on social media. I just won't.
I've done it, but joking.
And I would never go on a post and say something like really bad
Yeah.
to that. I would never,
No.
even if I don't agree with it, I might think it in my head.
Yeah.
But I won't actually go in there and type it. Like, and don't get me wrong, there's times, Jesus Christ, there's so many times that I just want to say so many things because my mouth is just like, and I just don't do it. I'm like, calladita te ves más bonita.
You know,
So-
I'll type it and
And
then
then
I'll
delete it. Yeah, at least you get it out.
Yeah,
you kind of
you
get
get
it out.
the whole feeling out of it, you know.
Yeah, I did that once on a text and then I hit send by accident.
no.
It was really bad.
You didn't have the unsent like we do now.
That one's a tough one.
Yeah, that's. A
But I
tough one.
survived.
Well, you're still here.
But yeah, I just feel like the negative comments, it's just mostly, I feel like it's mostly on social media
Yeah.
because a lot of people, and it's funny because these things that they're saying, I sometimes wonder if they had them in front of them, would this discussion go like this?
Yeah.
Would they actually be saying these
wouldn't.
things to each other
wouldn't.
in person? And I don't think they would either because everybody's super brave
Yeah.
on social media. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether it's negative comments or positive comments, like, you know what I mean?
You know, people don't have respect. There's a lack of morals happening. There is also a lack of empathy and care for others. And for sure, to your particular point, which I forgot what that point was. Now I'm doing it. What did you just say?
About the negative comment, not to go in there and argue with people. I will never post nothing negative.
I would. I would. But
I'm not gonna lie, I did get into one little
no, well,
whatever
I only do if they
discussion.
come at me. If you come at me, you're gonna get it back. Oh, that's what it was. People don't freaking say anything anymore. They want to be all like brave and say all these things, but they don't, you know, on social media. But there's people don't freaking face things anymore. They're not actually brave.
I don't remember what I commented. This was years ago. I commented something and I got I got eaten alive. Like so much. And I remember because it had been hours since I had been on my phone. And then I go back on my phone and I had like, you know how you have like little hearts or whatever on IG? I had like 100 and something. And I was like, what the hell? And when I went in there, oh my God, everybody was going, I made a lot of people mad apparently.
Oh my
I
God.
don't remember what it was. Oh my God. I don't remember what it was, but everybody was so mad. And I was like, oh my God, looking. And I was like,
But people
somebody
have,
got insulted.
people have so much time. Louis, have you ever commented negative stuff on other people? No, Louis?
No. No.
Louis, but you look at the comments, don't you? Yeah, to laugh. But yeah.
Guys, when you guys are losing your shit on those comments, a lot of people are laughing. I'm just saying.
yeah,
It's good entertainment.
it's not even that serious.
And all those people that like to post negative stuff and insult people and disrespect them, if you do more videos, just say it'd be funner.
yeah, give us more content.
Give us more so we can watch and laugh.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for tuning in and watching us today. Give us some positive or negative comments. Let's
Bring it, baby.
bring on the heat. And definitely like, comment, subscribe, follow us, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Spotify.
I think that's all. We don't
Yeah,
know.
I think that's all of
Whatever.
us. All
Just
of the
look-
above.
look
But
for
anyway,
us. You can
look for
find us.
Gents on the Reel. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.